Hi, it's Cammy. Charlie talks football.
So it's full time. Newcastle beat Ipswich 3-0. Great result, gives us boosts our chances of getting Champions League. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think we will get Champions League?
I do, Charlie, because
do?
I think we're playing really with a lot of confidence, and a 3-0 win today is really good. I know it was Ipswich and they've gone down today, unfortunately, but we look good. We're playing with a lot of confidence. We've got Brighton next week. I think we can win.
Yeah. Now, who would you say was the best player?
I mean, for me, Tonali was impressive again today. There was a lot of players had decent games, but for me, I think Tonali was really impressive. How about you?
Well, I think I wouldn't say Osula, obviously coming off the bench, did really, really well. It's nice to see him getting a goal, but there was a lot of drama going on in this game, wasn't there?
There was a lot of, the referee in the first half, Charlie, what happened there? There was like loads of chances, loads of VAR. I mean, the penalty was a bit soft, but it was just like, wow, every single decision seemed to be going to VAR.
The referee definitely had a hard time, didn't he, deciding? Because now, actually, let's talk about the penalty. Initially, to be honest, guys, I thought it was a bit soft. I think a lot of you Newcastle fans might agree with us, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought he pulled him slightly, but was it enough for a penalty? Maybe not, I don't know. But the referees looked at it, VAR was called over, and it was given. So Isaac, it wasn't a great penalty, just hit it hard to the side of the keeper.
I thought the keeper was unlucky to not save it, to be honest, guys.
Yeah, I thought he should have done better, the keeper, to be fair, because it was quite close to him, but it was hit with that much power.
But, I mean, we came into the game, we were sort of a bit panicky because it took a while for Newcastle to really get into gear, didn't it?
Yeah, I think we're dominating possession, Charlie, but I think, the sending off definitely helped. And we were getting the ball wide, and the crosses into the box weren't that accurate. And we were seeing a lot of the players were on the heels in the box. They weren't gambling and making runs off the ball. But to get that penalty just before half-time was great.
It helped a lot, I think.
Yeah, it did.
And Ipswich just couldn't really get the ball, like you said. No. Newcastle controlled possession, we had a lot of chances. Bruno should have scored at times. There was headers. I mean, once we got that goal, we were like peppering Ipswich with shots. It was just like a onslaught. Really, we were unlucky not to score more goals, I think.
But it was vital we got those 3 points
Definitely.
to keep us in that third place, and the goal difference now, we're better off than most teams below, apart from City. They've got a few more goals than us, but I think the goal difference will be important. But if we can get a goal against a win against Brighton, I think that'll be excellent.
It's gonna be tough next 2 games of the season, isn't it?
It is. I mean, who have we got left, Charlie? Brighton. We've got Chelsea and Everton. So, we should win. Hopefully, if we win 3 of those games, it'll be enough.
I think we'll beat Chelsea, to be honest, guys, because Chelsea only beat, I think... Who was it who they beat? Everton 1-0. So I think we've got a good chance, but it was just key, like my dad said, that we got the 3 points today.
Yeah, and it sets up nicely for the trip down to the coast of Brighton next week. And if we can get 3 points there, I think, another 3 points after that, and that should be enough to secure the Champions League
One thing
spot.
I wanted to mention was, it's key that we'll have a good transfer window. I think that's one of the most important things. We've got to get the job done first, get Champions League qualification, but we've got to make sure we bring in important players. I think squad depth's going to be really, really important for Newcastle, because obviously we're going to be potentially playing in the Champions League in the group phase, and there's going to be a lot of games played, and you've not just got potentially the Champions League, you've got the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, so it could drastically affect our league position.
It could.
Would you agree with what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could, because you need a squad, because you're playing those additional games. You look at Villa, they probably would have already qualified for the Champions League if they hadn't been playing in Europe, because it is tough, and the players get tired, so you need that. And they have got a good squad and lots of people on the bench who can make a difference. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think we will qualify for the Champions League, and who should we sign in the summer?
It's going to be a fun summer.
We've been linked with Trafford, we've been linked with the goalkeeper who plays in Germany.
Kobel, he plays for Dortmund.
And we've been linked with forwards as well, so will Wilson stay? We don't know.
He actually did
all right
today.
Yeah, he held the ball up well, and you can see he's got something about him. But Osula did really well when he came off the bench. So That's exciting for next season as well. But who do you think will sign in the summer? It's, we might only make a couple of signings, but they've got to be key. And we're linked with Gui again today, which is interesting. So we'll have to see how it goes.
And it's just, we've got to make sure we get the right players in with the right attitude, because when you get Champions League football, it's so tempting to just go, oh, well, we're going to just try and sign players who have, like, big egos. For example, Cunha, he looks like he's going to be going to Man United, and he's a player who Newcastle have been heavily interested in. Now, there has been a lot of concerns about his attitude, so we've got to go for the right place that fit the right profile. I think
Cunha today got a goal and set up two assists. He was very good today. So he's full of confidence. He's impressive, but it's probably highly likely he will go to Man United. I think we admire him, but I don't think we'll sign him, to be honest.
And who will go as well? It looks like Wilson. I think we would have offered him a new contract by now.
Yeah, well, you don't know what will happen there yet, but if he goes, we definitely need a replacement up front.
David's available on a free.
Jonathan Davids, he plays it's Lille in France, isn't it? He plays for the Canadian forward. We've been linked with him for many years, so it'll be interesting to see if we bring him in, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
And one more thing, guys, glad to see Eddie Howe back, although I think he was a bit, you could see he still wasn't 100%, because Jason Tyndall was on the touchline for a lot of the game. But
it was great to see him back, that he's out of hospital and he's feeling a lot better. He's obviously not fully recovered, but that he feels well enough to come to work, and I'm sure that'll benefit the team and hopefully push we on to get that the spot in the Champions League.
And there's a positive atmosphere around Newcastle. It's been like that for a while. I mean, this season is, even if we don't get Champions League, it's still been an incredible season. One of the best seasons we've had in a while.
If we do, Charlie, I mean, last week against Villa was a blip. We didn't turn up there, wanted more. But if we can get Champions League and we've won the Carabao Cup, that's an amazing season. Amazing season. So, I mean, fingers crossed we can do it.
So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more content, more other football content, Newcastle news, transfer news. I always say to you that the summer transfer window is probably one of my most favourite times to do videos, because there's just so much stuff going on in the world of football and Newcastle. So if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like, get your comments down below about the game. And also, do you think the Ipswich player should have got sent off? I think definitely, because it was silly by him.
2 yellow cards, wasn't it? He dived and then he pulls him back. It's a no-brainer. He's got to go off.
And not long to go now until the end of the season.
Fingers crossed we can do it. Champions
League.
League.
We'll have to think of more video ideas.
Yeah,
thanks for watching, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.